everyone, and welcome back to the Mo Finance and News channel. I'm excited to be here today because, as many of you guys know, I'm like a businessman and I like thinking of business ideas or looking for the next best opportunity that can A, help a lot of people, but then B, create revenue or leverage for us to help more people utilizing it or be able to grow the concept. A couple weeks ago, I was talking to one of my other YouTuber friends and I was like, man, it'd be a really good idea if there was a way to incentivize us creators and to pay us directly to kind of go through the whole YouTube loophole, to go through OnlyFans loophole, whatever it is, whatever type of creator that person can be that has a following online, they have a different way to monetize that rather than relying on these platforms that have the capability to shut us down whenever they feel like it, or they have all the leverage and power to go, I don't like what you're producing, we're going to turn it off. But as I was sitting there thinking about it, I started researching, and thanks to it being 2022, the blockchain and cryptos are now finding utilities for almost anything. And I randomly came across this, and I started asking my friends what they thought about it, and I started researching it. So let me show you guys their site and why I'm actually kind of into this concept. But I found this thing called MetaCrush, which is basically, it's like an app that's going to be made for influencers, creators, content creators. I even think women for OnlyFans can utilize this to their advantage. Like right now they have to go through OnlyFans, and OnlyFans gets a big cut of all of the work they do, all the pictures, all the time, all the effort. So I really think that this is kind of a cool concept. I'm really glad that I came through, and I started just researching them because me, I'm all about researching anything that before I take the dive or buy anything or jump into. But I kind of liked what they're kind of building and what they're trying to do. So as I started going through it, basically it's just an app. And I actually don't think it's released yet from everything I see. I think that they're still on pre-sale is kind of the vibe I'm getting here. And I think that's okay because if I find a way to get in now before they hopefully get big, and again, I don't know if they'll get big, but I like the concept. I like the idea that now people are going to get paid directly rather than rely on the big companies. Now, excuse me there, sorry. Now, a big thing that got to me was it was powered by Solana. And what I wanted to do there was, okay, well, what is Solana? Let me tell you guys about that too, because I think some of you wouldn't know. And easiest answer is, what is Solana and what is the point of Solana? Well, Solana versus Ethereum is the best way to break it down because Solana is kind of like Ethereum. It's just a faster network. So here, let me show you my favorite section. There it is. Ethereum was launched in 2014 and Solana was launched in 2020. Ethereum offers a much more mature and decentralized network, and that's because it was the second main, I believe it was the second main crypto to come out, and it kind of took charge there, while Solana offers high speed and low cost transactions. I actually think Ethereum was the first smart contract system, which is why it had a maturity and was the main decentralized network. But Solana offers high speed and low cost transaction. So Ethereum offers a mature and much more developed DeFi ecosystem because there's a lot more apps running on it right now. But because of the protocol's age, it's gone through various forks and changes, all while remaining decentralized. Solana is the new kid on the block that offers faster transaction times at a lower cost. So the fact that Meta is on Solana also shows me that I think they're going to the next step. I'm not necessarily saying Solana is going to overtake Ethereum, but I did want to pull up the chart, and if you guys look at the Solana chart, holy crap, it's crazy. Even from its low to where we are today, it's still up 256%. So I do believe this crypto has some upcoming opportunity itself. And while the MetaCrush is being built on Solana, which also gives it more opportunity in the long run. Right now, Ethereum stands at a $497 billion market cap, while Solana is only at $56 billion. But due to the faster transaction speed, Solana has found a dedicated set of community members. And I'm actually seeing a lot more coins pop up to be made on the Solana network. So that is awesome. That also shows that in the long run, some of these new kids on the block might overtake some of the older ones. And I don't know. It just depends on what you believe in. Maybe the best solution is to hedge your risk and separate it out. But at the moment, Solana can do 50K transactions per second. Here's a big thing. Whenever I'm trading some of these smaller coins on Uniswap, The big problem I'm running into is the gas fees, right? You guys, I'm like losing money on some of these gas fees. So you have to be smart about that. And that is something I do like about the Solana network, is that it's not going to be that much in gas fees at all right now, if any, compared to the Ethereum network. As that gets to be filled and more tired, there's less likelihood of it actually becoming any cheaper. Also, one thing that might change all this is Ethereum 2.0. But I've been hearing about this for freaking years, all right? And I thought it was going to come out last year. It didn't. Apparently, according to them, that they had a beacon chain on December 1st, 2020, and they're estimating that it is planned in 2022, so Q2, so in the next couple of months, to be released. And if it does, that's a little bit of bad news for Solana, because that's going to basically overtake what Solana is able to offer and hopefully lower some of these gas fees, which is preventing people from utilizing their network. So back to Meta and why I like this concept. So we now know that it's on the Solana network, which gives it a little bit more feasibility in the long run. Another thing I liked about it is that basically the content creators, from what I learned from researching this coin so far, is that the content creators will get tipped in their Crush token. That's good for two reasons. One, these content creators, me included if I become one of these bad boys, would receive money in the token. So I have a lot less fees to deal with. There's no YouTube fees. There's nothing in the middle. And then B, I've seen some of the things about them talking about speed dating app. And I think that's what their app is coming out to be. So you're able to do a speed date with somebody. And dude, a lot of us have issues in finding the right partner, whether it be male, female, whatever. This might be a way to kind of help mitigate that, because A, you're kind of paying for that bit of a transaction, which shows that you're committed and you're willing to do it. And I think if somebody else is receiving that on the other end in capital, they're going to be more amped to actually give it an effort. And maybe that little bit of an effort that they give takes you guys to the next level, takes you on a real date, hopefully creates a relationship. So I think that's one thing where they're bringing money into a dating scene and kind of putting it together and helping people find each other. So that's kind of cool. And I also think that when people are utilizing the coin for the dates and stuff, the creators that are getting paid in it will also raise the price of the coin. So Intel, that helps everyone. That's kind of cool. You know, I didn't think about that. Besides it, being able to help content creators, from what I see so far, the speed dating and also being on the Solana blockchain, I did see some news. So I was going through it real quick, and this is their Facebook page. I'm not a member, but it's got 8.5 thousand members, and it's still only on pre-sale from what I saw. And then I went to their live Facebook page, and I found that just by clicking here, you guys. And it's kind of a poppin' page. It's a lot of hot chicks, so that's kind of cool. I think that grabs people's attention. They've got a live email. That's kind of motivating, right? As long as you guys see things like that, I tend to be a little bit more comfortable if I'm going to purchase something like this. So that's kind of cool. And then I also found that they have a Discord. They've got 2,700 members. That's still a good amount to start, especially with something in pre-sale. That's kind of cool. So that means that there's still a lot of room to grow, but that means that it's got a strong base of a community, right? So that's kind of nice. What do I really, really not like about this as I start thinking about it? So the one thing I don't like is that they're kind of up against really big companies, right? So like they're going to be up against YouTube. They're going to be up against OnlyFans, and just two small examples. And these platforms are really established already. So I think that's going to give them some sort of hindrance. But at the end of the day, I mean, Tesla at one point was going against Ford and all these other companies. And what's their market cap? Tesla versus other car manufacturers. Let's see. Yeah, you guys see. And again, this is a different concept. I get it. But all I'm trying to say here is you can still be the little guy and end up on top years ago, because that was not the case in 2008, 2009, to even 2014. So it is doable. The little guy can make it on top. So them actually competing against the big platforms is a good thing, and it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing because they are going to need a lot of power to get there and a lot of capital. But it's a good thing because if they do surpass them, they're going to give us content creators a lot more freedom over control of what we're providing out there, and then be a lot more control of the financials that are kind of coming back to us. And it uses the blockchain, so I really like that. And I'm really into this Solana thing. I'm actually going to start making a video on Solana just because I really want to understand it and learn it better. And I think as I learn it, I'll teach you guys with me. So that's kind of my thinking. I'm glad I found this token. So there goes my idea. So I'm not going to be able to build it. I'm glad somebody already is. I'm glad that it's a good concept and their roadmap. So we are in Q2 of 2022. The pre-sale is live. I see that, and they are doing their marketing campaign, I believe. But like, are they listing it on exchanges? That's what it's saying on here. So I think if some of us buy the pre-sale and it goes to exchanges, that would be crazy. And I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know. I don't know if you want to buy it or not. It's up to you. But I think I'm gonna take a risk just because this is an idea that I already liked and I wanted to do myself, and somebody else is doing it, so I might as well join their boat and see where it goes from here. They're gonna start beta testing the app here soon, I think, and it's gonna be listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko listing. I think if all those things happen, this coin has a big opportunity to actually go to the next step and the next level. So again, I don't know where it's going to go, but I really like this concept. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I thought of it, and somebody's already doing it that's way smarter than me, probably like 10 times, because they're this far. I don't think I could have gotten this far in the little time they've built so far. And I also like that we're finally getting a crypto alternative to the content creators, or sorry, a big business alternative using crypto to us content creators. So, hey, if you've benefited from this or used this concept or like this concept, comment below. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the feedback. I love the comments. I love that you guys are emailing me. It's why I do this. It's honestly an honor to be able to teach you guys with me as I learn. It is a pleasure. And thank you so much for visiting the Mo Finance and News channel. All right, have a good day, everyone.